Hi, I'm Karen Morris. I'm your English instructor for this semester, and I just wanted to give you a preview of the course so that you can kind of see how to navigate the course and be in touch with me and look at your grades and make sure you get all of the assignments done on time. So when you sign into Blackboard, I think you automatically pop into the activity stream. You need to go to courses. Go to the left side and go to courses. And you'll see that I have mine set up like a grid. What automatically happens is that your courses are just listed this way. If you want to change yours to a grid where they have different pictures, that helps me navigate between courses more easily. You can just click that little grid thing and change yours up. So for American Literature, just click on the course. I'm going to get in student view so I am seeing what you see. So I have the content that you are currently working on that is due that week. I try to have that updated so that when you click on the course, that is where you land automatically. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go ahead and start working on the next week's materials because it's never a good idea to wait until the day or even 2 days before something is due to start working on it. Certainly not a good idea to actually do the assignment the day it is due. Too often, especially with online courses, you may run into technical difficulties or just any number of problems that could happen, whether it's, being sick or life is crazy or whatever it is. Waiting till something is due to do it is not a good idea, just too risky. Another thing that I should give you some warning about and ask you to help me with is the Blackboard update has been interesting. Normally we take our course materials and we're able to transfer them to the next semester, and things will be a little out of order, but they're still kind of chunked together, so it's not very difficult. It's a little time consuming, but not crazy trying to get everything in the right order and back where you will see it the way you need to see it. With the update, things have been a little hairier, so it's like if you had stacks of papers and you were putting them all in order. If you were doing that in an office, things would be fine. This update's like doing that outside on a really windy day, and papers are flying everywhere. So that's kind of how I feel about how some of these materials are just kind of in odd places. So if you see something that looks like it doesn't belong within a module or it has a date from last semester, please email me and let me know. A screenshot is always helpful, but I will do the best I can to make sure that you don't encounter any strange extra materials or wrong deadlines or things like that. So you do have a class schedule, but the updates will happen within the modules. So you're responsible for looking at the dates on the modules and looking at the content and making sure that you do anything within the due date or the deadline parameters within each module. So this is module 1. Of course, you're going to do the attendance verification activity. To do that, you should look at the class syllabus, download that, take a look. And if you're not able to access any downloadable things, email me. I'll send you a copy of it or try to fix it the best I can. Again, with this update, some of the documents aren't opening the way they once did, so I'm still working to figure that out. And I'm happy to get you the materials you need if I know that you need them. All right. Email is the first section that really is prominent on the syllabus. Make sure that you use your Wallace State email to communicate with me. I'm really not supposed to respond if you don't use your Wallace State email. And to get a faster response, make sure you sign your name, put English 251. After English 251, this is indicating the CRN or course registration number. That is what you find here when you see your course name. The course registration number is that strange 5-digit number after the course name. So please do that. That will help me answer your questions faster. If you have trouble with logging into Blackboard or anything like that, email helpdesk@wallacestate.edu, and in the CC section of the email, go ahead and put my email address, karen.morris@wallacestate.edu, so that I know that you're having trouble and you're trying to get help with it. That's much faster than first emailing me and then me telling you to email help desk and then it going back and forth. To save any delay, you can just email help desk and copy me on it so that I know that there's a problem of some kind, and if I can fix it, I'll jump in and do it, and I will copy help desk on it. If it's a problem that they need to help you with, then they'll already have the details. Again, screenshots are super important. And help desk also would like to have your A number when you email them. Module 1 course information, again, is starting with the syllabus and the schedule, then followed by the attendance verification quiz, which this is the only quiz that you can retake as many times as you need to. So if you didn't get all the points, go ahead and retake it. Click begin to start, and then you are sure to get all the points. Make sure you understand what's being asked. There are components in the quiz itself where you read the material and it gives you the answer, so that's good. Most of you have already done the AV activity and the discussion 1 post, so that's all great. Make sure that you read all the details for what's expected in each post. Right now, the weekly quizzes do not have the lockdown browser component on it. And in fact, the small weekly quizzes, I'm allowing you to use your notes, but they are timed, so you only have an hour to answer 20 questions. So there's no way you can do all of the reading for the quiz and still be able to answer them all in time. So don't look at it as something that you can do from start to finish without having read the content and without having used the reading guide questions and taking good notes to answer all your quiz questions correctly. So do use those reading guides and answer the questions. Do check announcements daily. That's a way for me to answer questions to the whole class. If a student has asked me a question, I will often post my response in announcements without revealing who asked me the question, because I don't want to embarrass anybody. But that's one way for me to share one student's question with everyone, and maybe you had the same question, so you can have that answered. Here's a video that overviews many of the authors we will study. And so you just have a couple of things to get done this week by January 13th. And then I suggest you go ahead this weekend and start on Module 2. And you can see there are a lot of readings. And as you know from reading the syllabus, for a 3-credit-hour class, which this class is, you're expected to spend 8 to 10 hours each week on reading and doing the assignments. So it looks like a lot of reading, but that's because it's a college course and you should be prepared to do a lot of reading. I have handouts posted for you. Let me know if there is anything you cannot access. Here are some reading guide questions. Again, let me know if you cannot access anything. But just go through, and anytime you see something attached, make sure that you read that as well. The colored links indicate that this is an assignment that will be something to do for points. Generally, you're just going to click on that colored link to complete the assignment, whether it's a quiz or a discussion post. If you read something and you're confused by it, please send me an email. Again, I will answer your email, and I may also help your classmates out by posting my answer to announcements. So I will stay a couple of weeks ahead of you, making sure that you have all the materials you need. I don't want you to work too far ahead, but working a couple of weeks ahead is not a bad idea. Plus, you have a big research essay due by April 28th, and so you could be, and I encourage you to be working on that big research assignment as you go throughout the semester. You'll be asked to address around 3 different authors that we're studying this semester. So it'd be great if you had one of the early authors, one of the authors from the middle of the semester, and maybe one of the later authors. So go ahead and be thinking about that. You can click on this attachment and see the details for the research essay. So it'll just download to your computer. I encourage you to print it and be thinking about it each week so that you are prepared. You're just going to choose one option. The total length of your essay will be 4 to 7 pages. It will be researched, so you will have primary sources from the textbook and secondary sources that you find on your own. All right, that's the course overview. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to working with you all semester.